Hello everybody and welcome to Skrrt Garage. My name is Connor and today I want to answer a very specific question, and that is, at what point do you have to tune a 2018 or any of the N55 M2s in order to beat a stock F80 M3? And the whole reason why I even want to ask this question is because I've actually owned both cars. Back in 2018, I bought a DCT M2 with the N55 engine, and then that following year, I bought a F80 M3. It was a 2015, that was also a DCT, and I had both cars running a stage 2 tune, and I've been quoted on other videos saying that the 0 to 60 of those cars are both identical, and I've also been quoted as saying that the N55 in this car, the M2, kind of runs out of power above 80 miles an hour. So today, what I'm gonna do is actually test that. I have this, a manual transmission, 2018 BMW M2. It has the single turbo N55 engine, and I'm gonna put it up against a F80 M3. It has the S55 engine with 2 turbochargers, and it is an absolute beast on the highway. Now, the reason why I always wanted to do this race was because I feel like the 0 to 60s are very comparable, but I want to know, if you tune this car with a few $100s, can you keep up with an F80, that powerhouse on the highway? So that's kind of the whole goal of this video. And the cars that we have to do it, like I said, was this. This has a upgraded intercooler, upgraded downpipe, so it has the hardware necessary to run the boot mode stage 2 tune. And it's going to be going up against a car that also has aftermarket catless downpipes and a larger intercooler and stuff like that. So the car that'll be going up against has the hardware that makes it technically a stage 2 full bolt-on car, but it doesn't have the tune. So it just has the bolt-ons without the tune. And so I guess this won't be a completely fair tune versus completely stock. The car that it's going to be going up will still have those bolt-ons. And with that, the M3 that it'll be racing, the owner told me that his car had a baseline dyno before the stage 2 tune was placed on the car, and he said that it made about 450 wheel horsepower. And I've seen from the forums that these N55 M2s, when they're on stage 2, maybe a little bit of E30, they can get up to about 440 wheel horsepower. I think this will be slightly less than that because it's not running any ethanol, but it's a little bit lighter. So we're gonna see exactly how this plays out today. So what we will be end up doing is, first off, we're gonna do a few roll races from 40 miles an hour in second gear, then we'll do the same thing in third gear. After that, we will do a couple standing starts to see how they line up against each other if you were just to take off from a traffic light. So with that, let's check out the cars and then we'll get these races started. And if you guys are stopping by for the first time, don't forget, please give this video a big old thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. It makes me feel like I should keep making more videos. And don't forget to stick around for the post-race commentary, where we will break down exactly what happened, if there was any misshifts, if we changed any of the tuning parameters. So stick around for that as well. Let's get started. Okay, here are the two cars in question. We'll first talk about the incoming battler, the S55 F80 M3. This thing is awesome. I'm real close buddies with the guy who owns the car, so I know a good deal about it. So I can quickly just tell you, let's go cosmetically first. It's got a real pretty carbon fiber front splitter. It's got some carbon fiber, I think they're called eyebrows. He likes purple, and so do I. So he has a cool purple and carbon fiber roundel. If you go along the side, he's got the delete of the side reflectors, carbon fiber side skirts all the way down, the mud flaps to help make sure there's no rocks on these large fenders. Some more cool accents of purple down there. He's got the upgraded, very cool GTS taillights. They look just awesome on his car, so I might have to have him lock the car so you can see them or something. They look really, really cool. Down here, more carbon fiber diffuser with large tips. And yeah, that's pretty much all we have on the exterior of this car. Let's talk about the power real quick. We'll walk over here. When we open up the hood, you'll see more of that purple theme. We have a very nice dual cone intake. We have purple painted charge pipes over there, a J pipe down there, and a larger intercooler on top. This thing is just massive. Very, very nice. If you look way down there, you would be able to see a catless downpipe. So this thing has a catless downpipe and an equal length mid pipe. So it sounds really, really good. After I do the walk around of this and my car, I'll show you guys the exhaust clips and then we will get on to the races. So like I mentioned, this car is not exactly stock. Definitely has some healthy upgrades on it, but nonetheless, we're still gonna run them as if it was stock because this thereabout has the same type of modifications on it already. So let's check out the M2. All right, so this is the 2018 BMW M2. As you guys know, same side reflector delete. You have to have the chintzy BMW gloss black and the carbon fiber mirror caps. I have the same, actually it almost looks identical to his. I have the exact same spoiler back here, and I have some Active Auto Works good looking exhaust tips. But beyond that, my car is not nearly as cool as his. Nonetheless, let me open up the hood real quick. I have a InGen intake, a charge pipe down there, and if we do the same thing, if we look way down there, you will also find a catted Active Auto Works downpipe. So that's what I have on here, plus a stage 2 93 octane tune. So after we do the exhaust clip, we're about to find out which one of these is quicker. Oh, I almost forgot. Down here you can see my larger front mount intercooler. So that is it, guys. Let's get this video started.
Ready? Yep. Oh shit. Yep. Oh shit.
Well guys, there you have it. Those are the results of the races. Let's quickly talk about the standing starts, then we will move on to the roll races. So, from a dig, like I mentioned in the past, they are identical. If you watch where we shift, because these do have the exact same manual transmissions, if you watch where we shift when we're going from second to third is about 60 miles an hour, we are identical in every standing start that we did. It just does not matter. The cars have a tough time putting down all their power. They are rear-wheel drive and traction limited, and for that reason, they're identical. Where I started to see the F80 M3 pull away was in the middle of third gear. So that's about, for the video's sake, we'll call that 9 or 10 miles an hour, is when it really starts to hit its own stride and it starts to pull on the M2. Now, I do have to acknowledge, a stock, 100% stock F80 M3 makes about 420 wheel horsepower, and I think that all the aftermarket goodies that are on that car, like the intercooler and the catless downpipes, those probably helped it to stay out in front and beat the F87 M2. I do think that if his car was completely 100% stock without those, I do think that we would have been either neck and neck, or this actually might have won. I think the other 20 to 30 wheel horsepower that he got from those aftermarket parts is ultimately why he was able to pull a couple car lengths on me during these races. So that is kind of interesting, I guess, if you were to do a completely apples to apple bare bone F80 M3 versus stage 2 M2. I think they would be either neck and neck, or the M2 might win that one. But with any sort of massaging of the S55 engine, it's just an absolute powerhouse. And the only way that this M2 could ever compete is if you had a larger turbo with better fueling. That's just the only way. And I also think that this video highlights just how fast those F80 M3s can be. They've been called, and I think this is extremely accurate, they've been called the modern 2JZ. And I believe it, because if you buy catless downpipes and a tune, you can get 600 to 700 horsepower. And that's very little time and money spent to get it, and it's reliable. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this video. I hope you guys have found it very entertaining, and I hope that you guys have learned a little something in it. Please give this video a big old thumbs up so I know to keep making stuff like this. And with that, we will see you guys on the next video. Peace!